Hey guys, SeetherCord here, and welcome back to my top 5 furry series here on YouTube. Last time we covered the best furry-centered Nintendo Wii games, and for this time around, we're going to be taking a look at the last discontinued Nintendo home console, the Nintendo Wii U. The Wii U is Nintendo's least successful home console, with only about 13 million units sold throughout its lifespan. Many speculate that the reason for this happening was due to multiple factors, including overly expensive hardware, lack of third-party support, bad marketing, and many people confusing the system as just an add-on for the Nintendo Wii. Even though the system was a financial failure for Nintendo, and its criticisms are valid for the most part in my opinion, I still think that this was a good console overall. The Wii U was the building blocks for the design of the Nintendo Switch, which ended up turning out amazing for Nintendo. And also they did have a lot of really good first-party titles as well. So with all that out of the way, let's now look at the top 5 best furry represented games for the Nintendo's worst selling home console, the Wii U. For number 5 on this list, I'm going to be doing something that I've never really done before in this top 10 series about the best furry games. I'm going to be describing a game that's not actually that good at all. The reason that I say this is because I could only really find and play 4 actually good Wii U games that had furry aspects to it. And this one, along with the other 4, have the furry aspects to it. It's just that this game flat out sucks. And that game, sadly, is Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Did you know that you can go to GameStop and pick this game up for less than $3? Sounds awesome, right? Well, if you do enjoy being locked out of 90% of the game, that is. Because this game requires you to purchase a bunch of amiibos for most of its content in this Mario Party and Fortune Street styled Animal Crossing game. I will give this game credit, however, when it comes to being overly adorable as usual, which is pretty much a requirement for an Animal Crossing game at this point. And it also has a lot of the heart and charm from the franchise. However, it's not good enough to make up for the lack of innovative gameplay mechanics that will actually interest the player to keep playing. For real guys, this game is boring. You're for the most part just trying to buy property which gives the Fortune Street aspect to it, and then you have the minigames as well, and that brings in the Mario Party aspect. However, the minigames are nowhere near as exciting and fun as the ones from the Mario Party franchise. And to top it all off, just the fact that you pretty much have a paywall in terms of accessing most of the game, hence the amiibos. This overall makes Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival one of the most disappointing games in the franchise in my opinion, and the worst furry-centered Wii U game on this list. For number 4 on this list, we're going to be looking at one of 2 furry-centered games that were bundled together. And the one that we'll be looking at is actually the side spin-off game of the two, instead of the main game. And the game is not Star Fox Zero, but instead Star Fox Guard. Star Fox Guard is a game that essentially functions just like Five Nights at Freddy's, where you are in the center of an area and you have to stop invading enemy robots from getting to the core center of where you are. The game functions to where you must use the Wii U gamepad to aim and place your guns and then look up at the TV to aim and shoot enemy robots. It's definitely very unique and intuitive, and I feel that it has done way more in terms of being a good game overall rather than its more important main series entry counterpart Star Fox Zero. Definitely check out this game if you enjoy fast-paced, strategy-focused puzzle-solving games. For number 3 on this list, we got ourselves another sequel game to a Wii title, and that game is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Now this game was re-released for the Nintendo Switch, but however, we will instead be focusing on the original Wii U version today. To continue expanding the franchise from its predecessor of Donkey Kong Country Returns, they've added on 2 new playable characters of both Dixie Kong and Cranky Kong to fight alongside Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. This game, like its previous installments, continues to add in fun and challenging yet rewarding platforming levels that have a very fun yet fair difficulty range. And even though it does increase heavily in difficulty as you progress throughout the game, it has a great learning curve and puts up a fair challenge overall. If you have difficulty finding the Wii U version of this game, I definitely recommend experiencing this game on the Nintendo Switch re-release. Check it out if you can. For number 2 on this list, I need to ask you guys, do you like Pokemon? Do you like Tekken? If you enjoy both of these things, then I have an awesome game for you. That game is Pokken Tournament. Now, as with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, this game was originally for the Wii U, but was re-released for the Nintendo Switch. So again, we'll be focusing on the Wii U version for this video. This game does an awesome job of mixing together both the RPG and battle gameplay styles, as well as the visual aesthetic and personality of characters of the Pokemon franchise, as well as the awesome and strategic fighting gameplay from the Tekken franchise. This in turn gives us a fun strategy fighting game with adorable yet deadly Pokemon characters. I definitely recommend this game to furries who are fans of both Pokemon and/or Tekken. And all of what I just said wasn't the actual selling point for this game. It was actually Luchador Pikachu. Am I right? And to wrap up this list at number 1, we have arguably not just the best furry-centered video game, but also one of the best games on the Wii U. And heck, probably one of the best Mario games of all time. And that game is Super Mario 3D World. Now you guys might be wondering, hey Seether, Mario's a mostly human-driven video game other than Bowser. What makes this game so furry? And there is one simple thing to fully back up my claim: cat suits. This game is litterboxed with everything kitty related. From the bell power-ups that transform Mario, Luigi, Peach, Blue Toad, and spoilers, Rosalina into furries, and to yelling meow at the end of a level. Also, one last thing to instantly make furries buy this game: Cat Bowser. Come on man, it's obvious that's what Nintendo was going for, guys, come on. Besides all the kitty nonsense, this game has super fun platforming levels that bring hours of fun and extreme replay value that give off a lot of rewards with doing so. Oddly enough, this game hasn't been re-released yet for the Nintendo Switch. So if you have a Wii U or are considering buying a Wii U, this game is the #1 game I'd highly recommend, furry or not. And that pretty much wraps up my list of the top 5 best furry-centered Wii U games. How do you guys feel about my choices? Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you enjoy my content and want to further help out my channel, please consider donating to me on Patreon and possibly my coffee. And also please consider hitting that like button, turning on that notification bell, and subscribing all together. I've been SeetherCord and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye everyone.
Are you ready? You don't have a way to communicate that you feel pain. I consider that a failure.
Ow. No regeneration whatsoever, just kill us.